everyone, welcome to Athena's Garden, a community to support and nurture one another as creative and conscientious people in a global world. I'm your host, Liz Chang. I would like to invite you to join me in exploring beauty, lifestyle, arts, and cats, and my attempts at remodeling, reframing, and rebuilding the world. That's my official blurb for my website, which launched today. Yay! March 3rd of 2023. And it's a long time coming for me. I'm very nervous and very excited, and I'm recording this video in that celebratory mode, and I didn't prepare notes for this, and I usually do because I like to prevent myself from going on a tangent. So hopefully it won't be too bad. So here it goes. As mentioned in my introduction video, that when I hit the 10-year mark of my career was when I really started exploring or narrowing down different things I wanted to do for my next calling. And honestly, I start feeling the call to make the change around 2017, maybe a little earlier than that. But like before that, it was just playing. Like, oh, I want to learn something new because as a multipotentialite, it's going to be really fun. But come 2017 was when I started to really continue to think some more about it. And then 2019 was when I thought, okay, maybe this looks like a podcast. Maybe I'm going to do a podcast. And then the pandemic happened. So officially, I started working on Athena's Garden right before the pandemic started, actually. So so that's 2020. And so 3 years later, I'm finally launching the website. Why did it take so long? Well, I had a full-time job, and then I was moving to Tokyo. That is, all the real life, very reasonable reasons, right? But the other part was some of the content that I wanted to put out here on my channel is a little bit out there. And I will be completely honest that I was a little fearful to put that content out there. Just like I shared before that, I had my first out-of-body experience at 3 years old. I've been this way my whole life. A little bit different in certain ways. 33 years later, I feel brave enough, courageous enough to share this side of myself, because even some of my friends of 20 years don't know that, because I don't usually leave when I meet someone. It's like, oh yeah, I'm X, Y, and Z, and by the way, I'm psychic. So I don't usually share that just like that. So many reasons. Fear of judgment, fear of persecution. Look at the Inquisition and the witch hunts. But also, when you're a kid in school, in class, if you're experiencing something a little bit different from your classmate, you don't want to share that sometimes because you don't want to stand out. That's just how social norms work, so to speak. You don't want to be the outlier that stands out. Even becoming an adult at 18, right? Legally, I was still fearful to share some of the experiences I would be having, because if I did, I feel like I would, eventually lead down, because I was living in the United States at the time. They'll take me through psychiatric treatments, because some of these spiritual awakening symptoms or energy changes and shifts that psychics and healers and light workers and energy healers are very prone to, this interference. We're very sensitive to it. I compare that to changes in the circadian rhythm. So imagine if you were a nocturnal owl and suddenly night became day. That would be you would feel jet lagged and insomnia and all kinds of things. And so, if you go to maybe, a psychologist or psychiatrist, oh, you're experiencing insomnia, anxiety, depression, or, so it's just different. I'm not saying, please don't take that as I'm not saying those, psychological issues are not real, and that there's a real like chemical imbalance that people experience. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that those also coincides with some of these other symptoms that psychics, healers, energy worker, light workers also have. So anyways, fear of judgment, and it takes a lot of courage to be completely authentic. And this side I've just kind of like kept, hidden for the most part because of the, fear of judgment and to be different. So even when I started thinking about Athena's Garden, I kept it very, like, because I have so many different interests, I was focusing on making content or brainstorming content for those things. But then in December of 2021, I watched a trailer for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And I was just like, let me replay it just to make sure that I actually watched this trailer. It's a real trailer, because sometimes you don't know. I'll elaborate more some other time. But yeah, so I was like, oh my God. Oh, like, it's the sign. I got the signs. I got the downloads. Like, if you just watch the trailer, you'll see, and if you study like, symbolism, different philosophy and spirituality things, it's all in the trailer. So when I saw the trailer, I was like, wow, this movie is going to be huge. I knew right then, like, wow, this movie is going to be huge. And like, so many people will be watching this, enjoying this, and expanding their minds about the multiverse and multi-dimensionality. That's going to be not as hidden anymore. Like, people will have an idea of what that's like because they've watched the movie. So I'm like, wow, this is the sign. This is the sign I have to fearlessly, courageously step forward to share this other side of myself as part of Athena's Garden TV. So not to say that's the only topic we'll be talking about, because as mentioned, as a multipotentialite, I have all kinds of interests and passions and interesting thoughts that I want to share, that hopefully by creating this community, it will be a resource, a place where, the community can share their thoughts and also provide like thought-provoking content, as well as edutainment. Yeah, educational and entertaining content. So edutainment is the word I am looking for. So I just wanted to record this video. I apologize if I'm saying I'm a lie. Just didn't make any notes for this, because I just want to speak from the heart about how excited I feel to get here 33 years later. I'm 36 this year. And even last month when I was recording my intentions for 2023, I didn't know exactly when my website will be done, because I don't know like how many videos I'm going to film, like what I'm going to record. But last week I was about to finish. I was like, wow, I know the launch date. It is March 3rd of 2023. I just have to line everything up and get ready for launch. And so here it is. I hope you have a good time browsing around the website to kind of get to know what Athena's Garden is all about, and that it'll keep you interested to like and subscribe and follow for more interesting, entertaining, resourceful, thought-provoking content. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the garden. Have a great weekend. Take care. Bye.